Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Town of Lexington Board of Zoning Appeals meeting. This meeting is being broadcast live on the Town of Lexington YouTube channel. This board is comprised of town citizens. We are appointed by town council and we serve without pay. We are a legal board operating under the Comprehensive Planning Act of the state of South Carolina. And although this meeting may not seem as formal as a hearing in court, all statements still must be true, factual, and made in a manner not to lead us. Under the Freedom of Information Act, public notification of this meeting was published, posted, and mailed in compliance with the FOIA and the Town of Lexington requirements. Please understand that we must make our decisions within the parameters of state law. State law requires us to grant a variance if and only if we find each of the following four statements true. Number one, there are extraordinary and exceptional conditions pertaining to a particular piece of property. Pertaining to the particular piece of property in question because of its size, shape, or topography. Number two, these conditions do not generally apply to other property in the vicinity. Number three, because of these conditions, application of the ordinance to a particular piece of property would effectively prohibit or unreasonably restrict the utilization of the property. And number four, authorization of the variance will not be of substantial detriment to adjacent property or the public good, and the character of the district will not be harmed by granting the variance. Moreover, state law prohibits us from granting a variance simply because the property could be used more profitably if the variance were granted. We are not concerned with the use of the property. The use of the property is determined by others. We ask you please confine your remarks to the issues at hand. Second page. Should we make a decision that you believe to be incorrect, you may appeal our decision to the circuit court within certain time limits provided by state law. In case such an appeal is made, it's important that the circuit court know who testified at this meeting, so please sign in the sign-in sheet and identify yourself before you speak into the microphone. New business. Staff?
Good evening. This is for variance number 2026-2V. 297 Industrial LLC has submitted a request for a variance from the Town of Lexington setback ordinance to construct a warehouse addition or a building structure immediately adjacent to 297 Industrial Drive. The existing structure is a legal, non-conforming building with a setback of 14 feet from the side property line. In order to construct the proposed addition, the building must comply with current setback requirements, which mandate a 30-foot setback from the side property line. The applicant is requesting a variance to allow the addition to maintain the same 14-foot setback as the existing structure, thereby aligning with the current building.
Okay. Before we start, Michael, you got an extra pen over there? I do. I seem to have walked off without mine. A salesman without a pen. How sad is that? Thank you. We'll hear from the applicant, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, my name is Todd Carnes, and I'm at 310 Clambank Way, and I'm one of the members of 297 Industrial, and I have supplied you guys with our rationale according to the four principles. And in short, this building is 5,000 square feet. It sits on 45,000 square feet of paved asphalt. It was originally designed, obviously, to be larger, and we are looking to expand the footprint of the building on the existing asphalt in the building, on the property. And so, in relation to exceptional conditions, it is a current non-conforming building, and we have an exceptional condition where this existing building is not able under current ordinances to be expanded to be useful on the property. The conditions don't generally apply to other buildings in the vicinity. This is, as you guys know, an industrial district surrounded by industrial buildings, which are generally significantly larger and cover a larger footprint of their parcel. Because of these conditions, let's see, the property is prohibited or unreasonably restricted for the utilization, and that goes again to expansion of the building. We're looking to expand, and the authorization of the variance will not be substantial detriment to adjacent properties. If If you look at the adjacent property, this is to the west. The adjacent property there is 100 feet off the property line. And so we're adjacent to their parking lot. And so in short, the building is set up to be expanded. It has the asphalt footprint, it has the parcel footprint. It was just built and the ordinance was changed subsequent to its construction. And so we wanted to ask for a variance. So I think the ordinance is the right ordinance, but we were one of them that was caught in the middle. The current building's grandfathered in. So we would ask for your permission to add an addition to the building, and I'll take any questions if you have them.
How big of a addition you talking about putting in?
Yeah, we haven't fully defined how large the addition is. Right now, conceptually, it's 5,000 feet, so we're looking to go from 5 to 10,000. But that number, it could fluctuate 1,000 here or there. I think what we're asking for on the variance is the variance related to the setback, but I think the max you could get on there would probably be 12.
And you're planning on maintaining the 14-foot on the addition as well, right?
Correct. Yeah, we just want to match the existing building.
And what's on the I guess it would be are there loading docks on this building?
There's not, actually. There's a mobile loading dock out there right now, but on the back, you can come in at grade. On the side, they have some garage doors. And
So I guess the western side does have some where you can drive into it, correct?
the eastern side, on the eastern side has some garage doors, and there you can come in on grade in the back. And so when we expand, we will work on some kind of docking solution at the rear of the expansion, because right now at the back you're just at grade. It's kind of a funny setup.
Okay.
So this in picture here, it looks like
Brian, this is when you're looking.
yes, looks like 53-foot trailers can back into that dock. So that's not a loading dock there, where we're saying that the new building or addition would go.
Currently, what you see a concrete pad there.
Yeah, that's what.
But this was the old Schwann's building.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a true loading dock.
Okay.
It's not a sunken dock, and it's not a full height dock. They had a weird kind of setup because they had a freezer across half of this thing.
Okay.
So it was kind of a half dock. So we had to abandon that.
Okay.
And now we have a door back there where you can drive in, where you can use a mobile dock and get in on grade. So it was really set up particularly for them.
Okay.
And they were there like 35 years, but their trucks had a unique setup. If you look at this, I guess it's kind of on the south side where the doors are. Instead of coming in at grade, they kind of had sunken drive-ins so that they could bring those refrigerated trucks in. So the building, it just requires significant modification for anybody other than Schwann's.
Okay.
Any questions? I kind of feel like we're cart in front of the horse. Because I don't know about the rest of the board. I'm uncomfortable giving a variance when I don't see what's, I mean, there's a possibility that there could be other issues. I mean, am I thinking wrong on this, Jessica?
If you approve the variance, it allows them to confidently move into further planning. Does that make sense? So
Okay.
we would verify then that all other requirements are met. So it would only be a variance for the setback for that one side. We would make sure that the rear setback meets the ordinance and the other side setback would meet the ordinance. And we would also look at any parking requirements that would be needed after for the
Okay.
addition.
That was my concern, because we've done this before, and I don't like the idea of giving a carte blanche kind of thing.
It would, if you were to approve the request as asked, it would only be for that side setback closest to 293.
And I think Well, I don't know, Jessica, you would have to speak. I would think you could restrict it to a variance allowing us to retain that side setback when the building receives an addition, not a new building. If we were building a new building, we'd have set it 30 feet off. But I think you could restrict it to additions to this building. We'd certainly be amicable to that.
Yeah, you can put whatever conditions you would like.
Yep. Brad, anything?
No, I'm more comfortable with what you said last, considering this being maybe a modification of an existing building.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot more sense to me.
Absolutely.
Do we need to, if we were to decide to pass this, do we need to put any requirements? Because needless to say, you're adding on, so there's some of the back of this building is going to have some changes. Where the dock area is, if they're adding straight back on the
Right,
backside.
so we would just make sure it meets current regs unless there is some sort of request for variance there, which I think at this time there is not.
No.
And I don't believe one is anticipated.
Okay. All right, anybody, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone speaking against? It's so lonely here tonight. We had such a nice crowd. Anything we need to consider that we haven't discussed?
Not that I'm aware of, no. No,
Okay,
sir.
well, we'll talk. Or maybe somebody else will. Easy there.
Yep.
You break the chair, you can't come back.
So
What are you thinking?
I agree with Brad. If, as long as we restrict it to being, an additional to the existing building that goes no closer than 14 feet to the existing property line and stays in that same, line or in the same footprint, not footprint, but line of the existing building, that seems okay to me.
So,
I agree.
Yep.
Because the property to the left of this also is at 14 feet off the property line as well.
yep. And Jessica, just for, and our applicant has shared this, nothing from either of the neighbors,
No, I've not received any.
no ups or
No
downs?
concerns.
No concerns?
I've not received any feedback either way.
Okay.
I thought that was actually the strongest portion. It doesn't seem at all to upset the character.
Yes,
Right.
No,
Yeah.
yep.
It's an industrial district for sure.
Up the whole road.
So Brian, you were saying if we pass this to the addition to the, Brad, excuse me, addition to the existing building remaining in line with the existing 14-foot setback, not to, or did you say not to exceed?
Yeah.
I gave you a choice, you just said yeah.
I'm just saying, it makes a lot more sense to couch it as an existing building expanding, because when I first read it, my initial reaction was, wait a minute, you want to build a new building under the old rules? I'm not
Yeah,
real
yeah.
keen of that,
Yeah.
but now,
And see, I didn't
wait,
and see, my whole mind changed because when I came, I thought what is a concrete pad was the addition, because it talked about that this was done, and I thought maybe that was the 14-foot off. But anyway, I didn't look at the little number. All right, give me a minute. Let me see if I can figure this out. I think I have a motion. Here's my papers. Peppers? Where are your peppers? It's so quiet. I didn't even ask if I'm willing to do this. Does anyone else want to do this, or
go for it.
Go for it. Yeah, have at it.
Yeah.
you got 2 more meetings, bro? I'm just saying. All right. All right, I'm going to run this by you, and I want your opinion all of us to see if we can include it. I want to make a motion to approve variance 2026-2, for an addition to the existing building with the stipulation that it must remain in line with the 14-foot setback and meet all other building setbacks and requirements as current Lexington code requires. How's that? That with the question mark on the end? And the reason that I'm going to do this, the extraordinary and exceptional circumstance conditions are as follows. The conditions exist on the property due to the presence of a legal non-conforming established structure constructed in 1988 under prior zoning regulations, which was built with a 14-foot setback from the property line. The location of the existing structure creates a physical condition specific to the property that affects the placement of any addition intended to be integrated with the existing building. Number two, the conditions unique to the property, that the conditions affecting this property do not generally apply to other properties in the vicinity. The hardship results from the specific placement and configuration of the legal non-conforming existing structure, which predates the current zoning ordinance is required. Thus, the orientation and placement of the new structure relative to the property line create a create a condition unique to this parcel and not common to other surrounding properties. The unnecessary hardship, number three, the strict application of the 30-foot setback requirement would unreasonably restrict the utilization of the property because the existing building was lawfully constructed with a 14-foot setback. Requiring a new addition to meet the current 30 would prevent practical expansion of the structure in alignment with existing building footprint. The hardship is not created by the applicant, but as a result of the location of the pre-existing lawful structure relative to the current setback requirements. And finally, no harm to the public good or character. Granting this request and the variance will not be of substantial detriment to any adjacent property or the public good because the proposed addition will remain at the same setback alignment as the existing structure, which has been present on the site since 1988. The variance therefore does not introduce any new encroachment pattern, and the industrial character of the district will not be adversely affected.
Thank you.
Roll call. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Brett Cunningham,
Yes to the motion.
Ron Fisher,
Yes to the motion.
Troy Vice,
Yes to the motion.
Justin Brown,
Yes to the motion.
Brian Matt.
Yes to the motion.
You have your variance.
Thank you guys very much.
Sir?
And can I put on my council hat and just say real quick that it's impossible to write any ordinance that doesn't need a variance somewhere sometime, right?
Yeah, but we have a few we would like you to look at sooner than later.
So I do appreciate what you guys do because we need exceptions to everything we do.
Yep.
So thank you very much.
Yep.
Appreciate your time and effort.
Yep.
Thank y'all very much.
Todd, can you hang around for a minute?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right,
Approval of minutes?
approval of minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I have a motion to approve the minutes. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, anything from staff we need to know?
So I am working with the sign consultant. I know we've been trying to keep you up to date on that. I am hoping to host stakeholder meetings the last week of March 30th. You all will receive an invitation, and we will also share that on the website and socials when we get to that point. And we are also hoping to have a survey that we will be able to share out on socials as well so that we can just get as much feedback as possible. So as we move through that process, I'll ensure to invite you all.
So stakeholders meeting open to the public?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we will have 3 target groups. We're hoping to have a group that will consist of citizens and board and commission members, council members of the town. And then we will also have a stakeholder meeting for sign contractors. So anyone that is licensed through the business license system with the town will receive an invite for that. And then we will also send out an invitation to business owners, town-owned businesses. So we're going to try to target those 3 groups
Okay,
for feedback.
good enough. Anything anybody need to add? All right, I'm gonna give my little speech, so in case somebody actually is watching this on YouTube tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the town government doesn't work without you. We like it when you come in here, you sit and you listen, especially on things like we talked about with the signs, window signs and window clings. You have an opportunity to be involved. A computer keyboard is not the place to be involved. Come and be in person, ask Jessica, come call the town, figure out how to be involved. Don't be that person from home. Come let us see you. Thank you very much. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
Let's go. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're done.
Thank